Namaskara. Welcome to DT Studio. DT Studio is organized by Director of Technical Education in Karnataka, Bengaluru. Now I am teaching the subject, a course prescribed by Board of Technical Examinations, Bengaluru. Project Management and Valuation. Now this is the 12th class I am discussing. Now in the 11th class, we have discussed about the scheduling, that is material scheduling, machine scheduling, man scheduling, money scheduling. Now we have discussed about it. Now that is planning. We are planning the resources to do any job, to execute anything. We need to plan for everything. Now when you are starting from your home, you are planning your day. Today morning I am leaving home after having the breakfast, and then I am catching the bus. Then my class will start at 9 o'clock. Then after 12 o'clock I will be in the classroom. Then after I am having the lunch, and then I am attending the lab or theory class. Then at 4 o'clock I am going back to home, and after going back to home, what you are doing? That is, you are planning every day. If you don't have the class, then you are changing the plan, your plans. If somebody is on leave, your lecturer is on leave, then you are planning you are changing your planning program. Like in the similar way, we need to plan to execute the project. Now, the execution of project is not a simple job or a simple task. Executing a project, completing the project, starting the project, and supervising the project is a very big task. And please note, you must love the project and you must love your profession. Then only we can do, then only we can plan, then only we can organize, then only we can continue, then only we can monitor. Understood? Unless we have the interest in the project or in your profession, definitely it is difficult task to execute anything. Unless you are not interested to go to the class, if you come to the class and sitting in the class is also a waste. First you must make your mind, then start from home, then reach to the class, then attend the lecture series. In the similar way, now any project. Now number of times I told you in my previous classes, that is, I am discussing, we are talking to the civil engineers. And you know that civil engineers, what they are doing it. Civil engineers are giving their skill, their knowledge, their time, their manpower, everything they are aspiring to develop the country. Therefore, we have the civil engineers has a very big responsibility in completing the project, in providing the facilities to the society. Now, in this regard, we have discussed with respect to the project management, so many issues related to contract, different types of contracts, preparation of project, then initialization of project, tender process, See, now we have reached from the beginning, from 0 to, from the initialization of the project, now we are reached, that is for execution. Now now your project is in the paper now, in the report, project report. Now we have to transfer this paper to the ground. Now that is, we have to start the project. Before starting the project, we need to plan. There are many resources available to execute the project or to plan the project. So let us see in that series, in the last previous class, we have discussed about the scheduling of the material, scheduling of the manpower, that is scheduling of the material, scheduling of the money. Now we have discussed about it. Now let me continue that there are so many techniques available to control the project and to plan the project. Now let us discuss one by one. Let us understand. Now whatever how much we are discussing and whatever we read, now definitely it is only a mere knowledge we can acquire. Now when you go to the field, when you start the project, when you commence the project, now definitely the problems are different. So therefore, if you understand this, no, definitely we can able to manage the project. Is it not? Now please remember always. Now when we are talking about the project, now first and foremost thing you must remember always 4 M's. That is men, material, machine, and money. Also the time. Remember always these 5 factors. Is it not? The 5 elements of the project. The main elements of the project. If you are able to manage this, now everybody is ambitious to get the project for the lower price, to get the project for the lower cost. Execute the project for the lower price. Execute the project for the level that is less number of people. Isn't it? The output must be more, expenditure must be less. Now that is the main object of completing any project. Whether it may be your home, whether it may be the government project, you are constructing the road, constructing the reservoir, or constructing the water supply, designing the water supply scheme, whatever you do, now our object, the civil engineer's object is, that is, spend less, get more. Now in this aspect, now let us be very careful while analyzing this. Now I am continuing now, that is scheduling and planning of the projects. Is it not? So therefore, now time and progress chart, it is also called bar chart or Gantt chart. About 1919, Henry Gantt found a method called Gantt chart. The chart is essentially a graphic representation of program of procurement of material and time-bound schedule of completion of various elements of the project. The scheduled program of various activities is represented by a number of bars as shown in the next slide. And then the method of scheduling is also called a bar chart. Bar chart or a Gantt chart. Bar chart or Gantt chart, it is formed by, that is derived by the Henry Gantt in the year 1919. Now he has derived to execute the project. A technique is he has derived a technique. Now let us see what is that technique. Now various construction activities are indicated on the left-hand side of the proposed duration of its execution is represented by a thick horizontal lines or bars. The portion of the work completed is shown by shading in between the bars. Therefore, this shaded portion will represent the percentage of work completed at a date, at a time. Therefore, the graph will show the progress of various elements of the project and then known as a time and progress chart. The time and progress chart. Now let us see. Now this is the time and progress chart. Now we can see this here. Now see material, that is machinery, then physical task. Likewise, we can list out what are the elements of your project, which you will come across with that, and the material that is which you are going to procure. Now everything it is available in your estimation. And time period also prescribed by the that is the project prepare who is prepare the project. He will design and he will decide when the project is to be started and when the project is to be completed. Now see, now for example, now write down the total quantity of the work amount, that is material required here, and machinery. What type of machinery is required here? You just mention here with the bar chart or Now here, when you want to procure the cement, when you want to procure the cement, at the best time, at which time, and steel, when do you want? Now whether you are procuring the steel advance or later. Now before the cement, you have to procure the steel. Now likewise, you are planning when do you want the material, which material you want to the site. Now like you have to plan this, you have to appropriately you have to plan this. Likewise, you have to prepare the bar chart. Well, for which period you want that? So suppose you are constructing a road roller is required. When do you want that roller? In the month of February, in the month of March, or in the month of April? So unnecessarily don't bring and store it at your site, work site. Now, therefore, you have to decide when it should come and how many days you need to apply that machine. Know that you have to plan it properly. Now, accordingly, you have to execute it. And similarly, see excavation. Now we have started the excavation in the beginning, that is in the month of January, and we need to do the excavation till the February, middle or that isn't that. Now you are planning this how many days you need to do the excavation job, and how many days you need to, that is foundation work, that is up to film. How many days you want? Now please you take care of all these things. Now here remember here this is excavation is started much earlier than commencement of your foundation work, masonry work. Now you must take care of these things, and according to the progress, now this will be shaded. Now this shader shows that in the chart, this shows a shade showing that is our job is completed. Isn't it? Now similarly, now this job is completed. Now we have to work. ಜನವರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ, ಫೆಬ್ರವರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಫುಲ್ಲು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾರ್ಚಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿವಸ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇದು ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಟ್. The chart is ready with you before commencement of the job. Isn't it? Then you share this according to ಎಷ್ಟು ನೀವು ಕೆಲಸ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಶೇಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಈ ಶೇಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕೆಲಸ ಬಾಕಿ ಇದೆ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಕೆಲಸ ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಮ್ಯಾನರ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? ನಾವು ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸೂಪರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. If it is a bigger project, then we can start from the other end, one side. Isn't it? So again, you have to share that when you have completed that. Isn't it? Now this is the time and progress chart. Now there are so many advantages with this. If you prepare this, now we can execute. ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ತರೋ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಇಡೀ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ. Isn't it? No, you just keep this one chart. With this chart, we can execute, we can complete the project within the specified time. But don't think that it is so easy to complete as per the schedule. No, there are so many uncertainties. ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು ಸುಮಾರು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು ನಮ್ದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಒಬ್ರು ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ he may tell you that ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇದನ್ನ ಬೇರೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇದು ಡಿಸರ್ವನೇಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಮೇ ಬಿ ದೆನ್ ಅವರ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಸ್ಲೋ ಡೌನ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಕೆಲವು ಸಾರಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಸಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಯು ಮೇ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್. ರೈಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗದೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಆಗೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಜನ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವಾಗ 2-3 ದಿವಸ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಡಿಲೇ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಡಿಲೇ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಲೇ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಶಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. there are so many uncertainties also. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಹುಷಾರಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಡಿಸಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಳೆ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. Understood? They are all uncertainties. We cannot estimate them. ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ. No, that is a major big problem in completing the projects. Isn't it? Now don't think, already a number of times I am telling you that ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಆದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯು ಆರ್ ವೆಲ್ ವರ್ಸ್ಡ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡನ್ ಬೈ ದ ಅದರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್, ಅನ್ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಡ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡೋದು? ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಟಾಪ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ನೋ, ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅನ್ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಡ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. Therefore we can't take 100% certain. Therefore, there are so many uncertainties are involved in the project, isn't it? So therefore, now here, now this is the bar chart, time and progress chart we call this as. We can assess the progress each and every time, each and every day, we can assess whether we have done the job or not. Why we have not done it? Now what is the reason? We can assess it. And also, it is possible we can speed up the work and we can reach the schedule. That is also possible. Therefore, there will be a control. There is a control over the entire project. Now we can, through this chart, now we can control the project and we can access the advantages and disadvantages, uncertainties. Now let us see one by one. Isn't it? Now see, there are many softwares are available. Softwares are available to do this time and progress chart. CPM and PERT. Now we'll come to that later. CPM PERT, there we have another technique employed to schedule the project. Now this is there are, to prepare this bar or Gantt chart, there are many softwares are available to do this job. Now here one should remember that you just get the software. It is prepared by so many professionals exclusively for maintenance of for project management. It is one example is one Primavera is there. Now that is the one software available currently. The people are using the project engineers are using that software. It is Primavera. Now here, these are the tasks to be completed. These are the tasks to be completed. See, when you go to the software, now you need to create the data. The data, what are the databases? What data you need to create? How many people you are employing for a day? Isn't it? Different category of people are employing, you are employing. And the time of work, that is from 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock or 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Now, these are the data to be collected. And the material scheduling. Material is also to be data to be collected. Now, how much material you need to collect? What material you need to collect? When you need to do the one element of the job. Foundation ಯಾವತ್ತು ನೀವು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಲೇಬರ್ ಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೇಸನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೂಪರ್ವೈಸರ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ಡೇಟ್ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ ಮಂತ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಯಾವ ಡೇಟ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಮುಗೀತದೆ. No, this is all these things. The data should be fed to the software. Now, depending upon the project size, you need to supply the data to the software. When you give the inputs to the software, that will analyze, isn't it? And also, you need to submit. You need to create the data for money available with you, budget available for the current year, budget available for the next year, isn't it? Now, all these data should be given to the software. That software will develop and show you. That is, see, this is the project. This is the commencement of the project, and it will continue. Now, please remember, all these techniques are used mainly for the bigger projects. Don't think that all these things will be used for smaller projects like construction of small home or a small building or a small commercial complex. Now that we can employ this, but it is a costly affair. Now therefore, this will be employed for the larger construction of an industry, mega industry, construction of that is a road or a construction of in multi-story complexes. Now, larger projects, this can be employed and we can agree. Sometimes in your site, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸೈಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಿ, ಒಂದು 10 ಎಕರೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 10 ಟವರ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. 10 ಟವರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಟವರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 60 ಮನೆಗಳಿರ್ತದೆ. ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, 10 ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. Then for each apartment, you need to develop this. You need to give the input to that, isn't it? Apartment 1, apartment 2, apartment 3, apartment 4, apartment 5, apartment 6, like you need to give the input. Again, you need to develop one more, that is time and progress chart for this 10 number of towers, 10 blocks, isn't that? No, therefore, now it is very essential to concentrate on scheduling and the time progress chart. Now, this will help us in many ways. That is, now let's see what are the advantages. Now, this is one example I have taken. Now, it is developed by some project, isn't it? Now, this project. Now, this is one sheet I have taken. The another sheet. When you look at this, when this will be commenced from this time here, and the another will be starting from this point. Another, not like no, this is the one. The shaded. This is maybe one completed task, isn't it? Now, like no, these two are the completed tasks. This is completed task, or it is under progress. So there further continuation there. I have taken the photograph within the limits of my computer, isn't it? No, because this is maybe a years together project. This is continuously, it is continued further. Now I can correlate in our Excel sheet. Now I just have taken the photographs, isn't it? Now, like now if you find time in the next class, I will show you the full details, and I can take the Excel sheet directly from the computer, and I can show that. Isn't it? Like this we can execute. That is, this can be prepared with the help of the software. Now here, concept of computer integrated enterprise project management. That is CAEPM. That is computer. That is computer integrated. This is the. It is developed by the computer using the software. Now that is on the planning the project, then scheduling and controlling the resources, manpower, men, everything will be controlled. Now by preparing this, now scheduling, now we can control with controlling the resources, and also estimation of the cost. Cost can also be controlled, and high level resource planning, then teaming resources and analysis, and resource leveling, resource estimation, then tracking the progress and reporting. See, with the help of this computer integrated enterprise project management, now we can control, we can analyze all these areas. We can cover all these areas. And similarly, knowledge area, that is integration, scope, time, cost, quality, human resource, communication, risk, procurement, and stakeholder. See, this is the knowledge area. No, it will support in all these areas. No, integration, that is integration between the different elements, isn't it? Then scope for the particular work. Yaವಾಗ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಏನೇನು ಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಇದೆ, ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಅಗತ್ಯ ಉಂಟಾ, and the time. That the time is. Now we can control the time of the project, and the cost of the project can also be controlled. That is quality of the material, quality of the project now can be controlled. Then human resource, that is people those who are working in the project. Now we can control that, and also the communication. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಯಾವ ಕೆಲಸನ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ, to whom it is to be addressed. ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾ, ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋರ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಾ, and also risk factors that also can be assessed, isn't it? And also the procurement of materials and stakeholders means that is users. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಜನರಲ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಅಥವಾ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್, that is stakeholders. And planning helps to avoid the following. ಈ ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನೇನನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅಂತ, ಏನೇನು ತೊಂದರೆಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ತಪ್ಪಿಸಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. Delay in project work means, now please remember, any project, ಯಾವುದು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕೈ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಯಾವುದು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ನೀವು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಆಗಿರಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಟೈಮ್ ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ನೀವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. that is delay ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you will get into the big loss. Now big loss to the society, big loss to the that is material, big loss to the money, ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕೂಡ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ you have to plan properly. That is when a project should be commenced, when you have to complete the project. For example, if you are planning this for 200 days, you can take 5-10 days more. Now always your aim should be complete the project that is less than 200. If you complete the project less than 200, that is no specified time, now you will be rewarded for that. All project engineers will be rewarded for that is efficient execution. Now be careful about this. Delay in project that should not come in your life. Being a project manager, anta ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರಬಾರದು. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅದು ವಿಷಯ ಡಿಲೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾವು ಬೇಗ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, and you have to do it. Then only you will be an efficient project manager, or we can call it an efficient engineer. Isn't it? Revenue loss ಅದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ರೆವಿನ್ಯೂ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ವಿಷಯ ಬರದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಲಾಭ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಲಾಭ because when you plan the project for 1 year and you are completing this for completing within that is 10 months, then the people will get 2 months service. Isn't it? That is that is the revenue, that is you can control the loss. Isn't it? ಲಾಭ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. 2 ತಿಂಗಳು ಬೇಗ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 2 ತಿಂಗಳು ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ. Isn't it? Then loss of facilities, that is loss of facilities may delay ಮಾಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ because now there are people you can see, you look around when you are moving around, roaming around, the people you are scolding the people why they are delaying. It is delayed by 1 year, delayed by 6 months, like the people are talking about it. Isn't it? That is the difficulty. The people, facility users, general public. Now that facility, they are losing the facility of utilizing that. Isn't it? It is like ಯಾವ ಟೈಮ್ಗೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ, ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ, ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. Now if you are not managing if you are not planning properly, then the loss is loss to the loss of facilities. And additional change over cost, that is another big headache. Now unfortunately in previous 15 days the cement cost has gone up by 40 rupees. 15 days before the cement cost was 340 rupees per bag. Now today it is 380 or 390 rupees. Isn't it? That is the additional change over cost. Isn't it? Extra cost, escalation cost we are saying this. Now that increases what? That increases the cost of the project. Isn't it? Therefore let us be very careful about this. And inconvenience cost. Now our project is prepared for 10 crore rupees. Now because of this delay, because of non-planning, not doing efficiently, then project will be delayed by another 6 months. Then the cost of the material will go up and the cost of the project will go up. Who is going to pay the difference? Now that is the biggest headache to the project engineer. Isn't it? We cannot recover from the project engineer. Project engineer is not a big person. We may not be a big person to deliver the money, to incur the loss. Now therefore is loss to the society. Indirectly it is loss to the. Now therefore the inconvenience cost, that is escalation cost, will increase only because of delay in the project. Then contractual dispute. This is another big headache. The contractor will say, ನೀವು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನನಗೆ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಜಾಗ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Is also under the loss. Isn't it? Then dispute starts. ನನಗೆ ನೀವು 1 ವರ್ಷ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಿ, you are not giving the space to do the job. Isn't it? Then court of law. Then they will go to the court. There will be dispute and there will be arbitration. Isn't it? Before completing the project, these are the difficulties you are going to encounter. ಇಂಥದ್ದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ನಾವು ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಇದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಾರಿ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಡಿಲೇ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕು, ಅದೊಂದು ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು ನೀವು. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಆದಿ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಟು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್. ದೆನ್ ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಏಮ್ಸ್, ಅದರ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಏನಂತ, ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಅಂತ, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ ಏಮ್ಸ್, ಏಮ್ ಏನಂತ. The aim is optimize the time, that is in a short time, minimum time, in a scheduled time we have to complete the project. That is the most. Then eliminate or reduce uncertainty, that is ಏನಾದ್ರು ತೊಂದರೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡೋಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಯು ಆರ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಚಾರ್ಟ್. ವೆನ್ ಯು ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ನೌ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟೀಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎನ್ಕೌಂಟರ್. ಏನೇನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ನೋಡುವಾಗಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಕೆಲಸ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಒಂದು ವಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ, 3 ತಿಂಗಳು ಆದ ನಂತರ ಇಂಥದ್ದೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ, ಅಥವಾ ಆ ಸೈಡ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಇರುವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಲೆವೆಲ್ ರೀಚ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಇಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು all these things we can see, eliminate or reduce uncertainty, annoying things. There are so many annoying things, uncertainties during the execution of the project. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 10 ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬಂದಿಗೆ 2 ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್, 10 ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬೆಟರ್ 2 ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬೆಟರ್, which is better? That is we can reduce, isn't it? No, 0 problem is always the best, isn't it? Sometimes we are not able to avoid, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂತ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಮೇ ಗೆಟ್, isn't it? We may be comes into, we may be in the problem. Therefore eliminate uncertainty, improve efficiency of the operation, isn't it? ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಮ್ದು ಎಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇರಬೇಕು ಪ್ರತಿ ದಿವಸ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ದಟ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್, there are supervisors and there are many there are people that is improve the efficiency of the operation. There are engineers, there are many more, they are working outside. When they look at the chart, they themselves will understand, now we are behind schedule, we need to go, we need to do this, like no, they will keep improving there among themselves, and we can also guide them to complete the project in the specified and obtain the better understanding of the objectives. That gives that you can understand. Now when you look at the chart, bar chart, now you can understand, oh ನಾಳೆ ಈ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮುಂದಿನ ವಾರ ಅದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳ ಯಾಕೆ mentally they will be prepared. When the mentally they are prepared, now the efficiency automatically improves, isn't it? Then optimize resources. Optimize resources means maximum use of material and no wastage of money, men, material. All these things will be utilized in a proper way without wastage, isn't it? That gives the control over the that is resources, and provide a basis for monitoring and controlling work. The work can be controlled, that is day to day we can control the work by planning, proper planning. Now we can control and we can redesign whatever you want, we can modify this and we can go ahead with the work. That is provide, and also provide early warning of potential problems. Early warning, well in advance you will understand that when the work is in progress, you will understand it well in advance. Oh, next week, not tomorrow, when you start the job, this may be the problem, we may encounter with this problem. Now that will give the warning, isn't it? We can prepare mentally and we can resolve that problem and we can go ahead with that. Now this will give, that is, these are the aims, we should have the aim and take proactive actions, isn't it? To get all these things, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ proactive ಆಗಿ ಅದರ ಪರವಾಗಿ
ಒಂದು 2 minutes ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಲೇಜರು ಒಂದು 2 minutes ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
Okay, like you need to prepare the planning of work planning. It is work planning. Isn't that? This is one bar or Gantt chart. Bar chart and there the color is a Gantt chart. But then we make up the new also another make other design what take off. You can design a new when you go for higher education, you can derive. Now please remember, now usually in the exam, from the examination point of view, sometimes this will be asked, prepare a typical bar chart for the construction of residential building or a multi-story complex or a construction of road or bridge, dam, like you may get a question for this examination. Okay, now let us see the silent features of the bar chart. The chart is simple to prepare and interpretation. Simple to prepare and interpretation. I think there is no much big problem for this. Now, you know how to quantify the material, and you know how to quantify the material or the items used in the construction industry or the construction of the project, and therefore now you can prepare the list of materials required, list of the job to be completed, and the list of the people you want to employ, list of the machine you want to employ. Now all this you prepare the list. Now simple, and the time allotment, that is you are allotting the time according to your problems. Now the problems of that site and the facilities available to the construction of that site. Now you are planning, the project manager is planning the time, isn't it? The people, if nobody get into your project, that is the project engineer will prepare the schedule. Therefore, you need to design, you need to prepare, you need to plan the work plan. Now, you decide when the project will commence and when the project will end. So therefore, in between this, starting to end, now how many events are you are encountering, and what are how much material you need to collect, and all these things will be designed, are planned by the engineer, project engineer. Therefore, you need to say exactly. Therefore, and it is a very simple chart and also interpretation. We can understand, any person can understand this problem. And each item of work activity is shown separately. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. Aggregates ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು, steel ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು, cement ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು, that is material part. And work part, that is the foundation, masonry, SS masonry, or the footing work, or quantity of concrete, that is superstructure, like that you can clearly, you can separately, you can show this. And modification to the chart on required basis can be carried out easily. Easily we can modify the chart as and when you want. You can modify this according to the schedule or the time available or the difficulties you are going to encounter in the site or the money availability. Now based on that, we can modify the chart by changing the time. That is simple. Now because of the above features, the use of chart has been very popular in construction department, and even after the introduction of the CPM network, the use of the chart has been not been diminished. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಇನ್ನು ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ, ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ it is more good and it is more popular. The majority people are using this in the construction industry. The bar charts are used in the regular basis, even after developing the new techniques. Some of the technique develop ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. We are using this. And the bar chart has the following shortcomings. The sequence of activities is not clearly defined. Sometimes we are not able to say what exactly the sequence. We cannot match. We can't say which job is to be taken up. Sometimes we may miss, isn't it? ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಸೈಟ್ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ sometimes we may not be able to do it. We may need to change the path of the job. Now progress of the job or the progress of element of the one activity can be managed. That sometimes we may need ಅದು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ತಪ್ಪೋದು ಒಂದೊಂದಾಗಿ. The various activities are interdependent. ತುಂಬಾ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗಳು ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. They are independent. Many activities. ಇನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧವೇ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ದೂರ ದೂರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕೆಲಸಗಳು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ there is no ಇದನ್ನ. Then interdependence of task makes it necessary to pay equal attention to all the items of works and activities. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದಕ್ಕೂ ಏನಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆದ್ರೂ ನಾವು ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. Then therefore the chart does not indicate whether the completion ahead of the schedule of certain items would correspondingly accelerate or retard. Sometimes ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದು ಕೆಲವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅದು ಬೇಗನೂ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ಗಿಂತ ಅಹೆಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಆದ್ರೆ ಸಮಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ನಂತರ ಕೂಡ ಡಿಲೇನೂ ಕೂಡ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಎರಡೂ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆಗಳಿದೆ. And the chart is suitable only for simple and small jobs. Simple and small jobs. Okay. Then we'll go to the next technique, that is critical path method. Critical path method, and that is PERT, program evaluation and review technique. This is another technique employed to that is planning, to plan the project. There is one more technique. Now this is the CPM is a powerful tool for planning, scheduling and controlling all types of projects. The development of CPM and PERT took place during the same period, that is around 1950s. Both CPM and PERT involve graphical representation of the interrelationship among the elements of the project and an arithmetical procedure which identifies the relative importance of each element in the overall schedule. CPM and PERT are almost same with few differences between them. Now let us see. Now before understanding the critical path and PERT, now let us understand some terms which are being used in, that is activity. Now an activity defines a job. An activity defines a job or action to be completed between two events within a project. The activity consumes time and money. Activity consumes time and money, and these two are called resources. Consumes resources and is represented by an arrow indicating the sequence in which the event are to occur. Now please note the activity. The activity means the activity consumes time and money, that we need some time to do the job. Activity is to do the job between that is event. That is this. See, now this is activity shown by an arrow, and this arrow end indicates the progress of the work. Arrow end indicates the progress of the progress of the work. And here, see, this is the progress. This is the commencement of. This is the event. This is the event 1, event 2. Between event 1 and 2, that is activity takes place. That is, it needs to do. That is a job. Now please understand, an activity defines a job or action to be completed. It is the action to be completed or the job. Then an activity defines a job, consumes time and money. Now it is represented by an arrow indicating the sequence in which the event to occur. Each activity is independent and indicates such work as preparation of designs, scrutiny of tenders, laying of pipe, foundation erection, construction, procurement of materials, etc. Other examples are laying of foundations, erection of frame, install We work, install siding, then install plumbing, install wiring and fixtures, paint wall. That is each elements of the job work. Each element, that is an activity to do the job. ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಹೊಡೆಯೋದು ಒಂದು ಜಾಬ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಣವೂ ಬೇಕು, ಟೈಮು ಬೇಕು. ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಅದನ್ನ ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡನ್, ದಟ್ ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್. The other event to be started. The activities to complete the event. The activity between two events, isn't it? The commencement of the project, then foundation, construction, foundation doing the job is the activity. Now after completing, that is the event is completed. Now please understand the difference between the event and the activity. Now the activity, an activity defines a job or action to be completed between the two events. Any individual operation which utilizes resource and has a beginning and end is called activity. Beginning and end is called activity. So this is the beginning. No, this is that. This is the that is event. This is another event, and this is the activity. Activity that is indicated by the arrow. Now here, now please remember, it is predecessor activity and successor activity. The difference between these two. Idu predecessor ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಅಂತ, ಹಿಂದಿದ್ದು. ಈಗ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಇರೋದು ಈ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ನೋಡುವಾಗ ಇದು ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತ CPM network. We are calling these as the CPM network. In the CPM network, now it is commencement. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಶುರು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು progress. Activity progress, that is now from 1 to 2 and 2 to 5. Now this is the path. Now see, this is one is the one, this circle one indicates that is the event, and the 1 to 2 is the activity A activity, and this is the event to 2, and this is D activity, that is 2 to 5. Now please note here, predecessor activity and this is the relation between the activity A and activity D. ಇದು ಇಂದಿದು ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ, ಇದು ಮುಂದಿನ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ. ಇದು ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಂದಿನ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ, ಸಕ್ಸೆಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ. ಇದನ್ನ they are related to each other. It are there. Unless you complete this, we cannot start this. Isn't that? That is the relation existing between A and D. Now first we have to start this A and complete this. Now you are reaching, now see, after completing this, the next activity is commenced here. Now you will please note this. The predecessor means that is into the activity. ನಾನು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಪ್ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆದ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ, ಇದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ, ಮುಂದಿನ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ. ಕನ್ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎರಡು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಶುರು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದೇ ಈವೆಂಟ್. 1, 2, 3. Now all these three will start simultaneously. Isn't that? All the three activities, these three activities start at same time. Parallel program, parallel activities, parallel construction activities. Now this is called concurrent activities. And the dummy activity, there is another one, dummy activity. It is dummy activity means it does not require any time and in completing the project. Isn't it? It is an activity that has to be performed, but it does not require any time. Isn't it? So without delaying the completing the project, now this activity can be taken up. Isn't that? In between. Now therefore it is dummy activity. It is called dummy activity. And now the event. An event is defined as an accomplishment in planning a project. The event is recognizable as a particular instant of time and not a passage of time, and is represented by a geometrical figure such as circle, rectangle, square, etc. Beginning and end of the job. Beginning and end of the job is called activity. Our number of jobs are events. Isn't that? Number of jobs are events, and to do that job is an activity. Now here see, now in some textbook it is circle, and some people will recognize with the rectangle, square. No, this is the event. 1 is the event, 2 is the event, and this 5 is the event, 7 is the event, and 6 is event. Whereas here A, D, E, B, C are the activities. Isn't that? To do that job, event is the completed activity. Now, event is a completed activity, and activity is to do the complete the event. Isn't that? Therefore, it needs some time. Therefore, consumes time, resources. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಟ್ಟುವಾಗ ನೀವು ಈವೆಂಟ್ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ ಇಟ್ ನೀಡ್ಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಬೇಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಪವರ್ ಬೇಕು, ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ. No, here, no, there are, in some textbook it's available. This merge event. No, this merge event. Merge event means that is 1 or 2 activities, 2 or more activities are joining at one event. Isn't it? One point of view after. Idana now merger activity anta kalisi. Then burst activity and there burst event. Burst event anta helidre at same point there are 3 activities will start. It is a burst. Isn't it? So this is the and merge and burst anta heltare. Merge and burst event anta helidre. Now you see here these 2 activities will come and merge here, and 2 activities will start from here. These 2 will come and merge with this, and these 2 will burst it. Isn't that? Now therefore, this is for knowledge. I am giving this, and please note there are plenty of videos and classes are available on the YouTube and the network. So kindly go through that. You can learn much more for when you will become a professional. Now similarly, this is the difference between a PERT and CPM. Now a PERT is event based. The PERT is event based, and the CPM is activity based. Now 3 times estimate considered for each activity, taking into consideration uncertainties. Now here in CPM, only 1 time estimate is considered, and uncertainty factor is not taken into account. And in the PERT, this is useful when it is not possible to accurately specify cost or time of activity. It is useful when cost and time of an activity can be predicted with reasonable accuracy. Isn't it? And the PERT is more useful for activities associated with research and development. Isn't it? No, whenever you want, you keep doing it and review it. Further you do it and review this, plan it and review. Like now this is mainly used in that is research and development activity. Now it is more useful for activities of construction industry which has sufficiently advanced construction industry. Sufficiently advanced means like companies, isn't that? Now for larger projects, individual also we can employ these techniques and we can execute it, isn't it? Now this is the one problem, developing the network. How to develop a network? Now this development of the network we will explain in the next class, isn't it? Monday again we have the class at 11 o'clock. Now we will discuss about this. Now till then, thank you very much for all the participants. Thank you so much. Thank you a lot.